not just the councilman, but from the city councilman, the mayor, the police. Those should be people from the actual community.
A big part of it, that's a great question. A big part of it is that we live in a society where people like to remind you of your past. And if you have a past where you may have, got into a little trouble or whatever, well, we know politics is a dirty game and they're going to use that past against you. And another thing is that we don't want to be seen as hypocritical. It's like, wait a minute, what do you mean you stand up here telling people to do the right thing? You didn't always do the right thing. And we get caught up in that, in those type of moments, and we listen to people who don't want to really see our communities evolve. And a lot of these people look like us, but we don't see it because we just see color. But a lot of times, it's the people. Before we can get to the white gatekeepers, you got to get past the black gatekeepers. And a lot of the black gatekeepers would be the main ones to throw your past in your face. As soon as they see you trying to better yourself, you talking about, you talking about cleaning up the community. You talking about, hey, don't sell drugs to our people like that. Don't be doing drive-bys. Don't be shitting where you lay your head. You start talking like that, they say, no, well, what about when you did this? Or what about when you did that? And that right there is what prevents a lot of us from sharing that information.
So pretty much
the thing is when you running for public office. So here's the reason why I ran for public office. I wanted to make a difference in the community that I was born and raised in. Okay, you look at I've been all over the world, bro. And when I come back to the neighborhood that I was brought up in, it should still look the same. Like we're not progressing. We got a decent mayor, and he's not hearing what we need to move forward. You know what I mean? Like Houston is the 4th largest city in the fucking country, right? And yet 2 of the biggest entertainers in the world come from here, Travis Scott and Beyonce, right? But we're not set up for entertainment, and we should have been set up for this shit, y'all. We should have been shooting movies here. It should have been a tax credit given to these people, man, that shoot movies, so they come down here and spend some of that money and advance our fucking economy too. You feel me? You need forward thinkers in that office downtown, man. And as long as you got these old ass gatekeepers, like Willie was saying, you got these old ass black gatekeepers down here that's afraid to take another step and move forward. They play that go along, get along gang. Shit, I'm not for that shit. I'm for the advancement and the empowerment of my people, man. And that's probably why they didn't want to fuck with me. Because they knew I would have been real serious on that mayor's ass about getting some shit in our community for our youngsters, man. Something for our youngsters to do. Because 90% of our youth ain't gonna go to college, man. They don't have the money. The economy ain't set up for our kids to go to college. So why not give them some money to do trade shit? I can't tell you to stop selling dope or breaking in people's shit without offering an alternative. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All of that shit they doing that, like we still stuck at a standstill now. And the councilwoman that they put in place, I don't see nothing. I don't see nobody going to trade school. I still see fucking illegal dumping. I don't see nothing put in place for us. Everybody in there trying to get them some money, but we cool. Me and Willie, we cool. We already got some money, so we want to see our neighborhoods advance in a sense. You know what I mean? I want to see my neighborhood move forward and get out of this shit. Get out of the slump that they putting us in constantly, man. Why is the money not trickling down into our neighborhoods? That fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, it's too many people lining their pockets.
All right.
There's too many people lining their pockets, and me and James talk about that all the time. You brought up a deep thing. You brought up trade school. A lot of people talk about college, and I'm for college. I got a son to play college football. He's at USC right now. He's starting corner, and I'm all for college, but that's not for everybody. Every kid that's out there is not meant to go to a 4-year institution. They just don't have it in them like that, but they do have trade school alternatives. You got kids out here that like to fix cars, that like to build shit that's good with their hands. Put those kids in trade school.
Imagine this. Imagine you leaving out of high school with a certificate, man. That way you already ready. So you can go and work in you can go and work in these places, man. You can go and be a welder. You can weld in the ocean. You know what I mean? Like I was set
Right.
up with this place called the what's the name of that place, man? God damn. They gonna kill me too, man. The longshoreman. I was with the
Longshore.
longshoreman,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, the longshoreman was like, "Yeah, thanks, man. We want to back you. We backing you 100%, man. And just let everybody know that if they come out here, we're gonna pay for them to learn how to do this shit, and we're gonna give them $250,000 a year. You know, depending on how long they want to be out there in the ocean. But I'm just saying, my grandfather was a master plumber. Okay, so I'm a strong advocate for trade, bro. I'm a strong advocate for trade.
You
Okay,
have to have it
I want to
because
see this happen.
I was talking to my step pops the other day, and he was talking about, he owned 2 trucks, he owned 2 semis, he drove cross country. Always was the owner operator. He told me that they call him to come every day, and he's 72 years old. That means that these young dudes ain't stepping up. They either don't know about it or don't have a way in. And I know he made a
But
good.
do you blame that? Do you blame that on us being uneducated though? Because
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
for sure.
niggas be uneducated about a lot of
I
shit.
mean, educating. No, we can't say undereducated. We can't say that.
Right.
We can say not knowing. See what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, ain't nobody just stepped out and say, "Hey, look here, young. We got I got 3 fucking trucks out here, man. All you need is a CDL and come get in. All you need is a
Right.
twin card, come get in. You know, you want to work offshore? Come on, man. Like we work with our hands, y'all. You know what I mean? Like I don't like the college institution, man. I'm with you on that, man. Okay, college. You want to go to college? Come on, let's go to college, man. Go be an accountant. Go be a doctor. Go be an attorney. Whatever the fuck you want to be. But for those who grew up with their grandparents or grew up in the house in the household, and that the income was $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year, you don't have that kind of money to go to college, bro. It's a fucking $100,000 to go to college.
Well, here's
I
my
was gonna
stance on
donate
college. This what my daughter just passed the bar, so she's a lawyer.
Graduated from NYU.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now she graduated from Fordham. But my son and she's in New York. My son is in business school in London, right? Now,
right.
Chris, drink my water, Chris.
Brad, we're trying to do a show, bro.
I know, but I still got to do this. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. So my son and daughter, we sent them to college because, not because they needed that, but we wanted them to have options. They had other dreams and aspirations. I ain't never want my kid to do what I do or try to pressure them to do something. Life is about access and options. If you think about your own life, anytime you've had access and you had options, you always seem to be a little happier, right? When you have access and options. So I sent my kids to those schools to go get the information and come back with it and then use it against them. That's what I sent mine in there for, to go infiltrate, go get the information. But they got the option if they want to use that. You can, if you want to go work for somebody, that's fine. But I did not send my kids to college with the idea of them going to beg somebody else for a job, begging somebody that we know that don't like us for a job. That's we got to make sure that we get over that notion when if we do send our kids to college, we got to keep that in mind that we can't be sending our kids to school and expecting them to go do all the right things that they're supposed to do, get their degree, and then go beg these same people that we complain about every single day that are discriminating against us, hating us, and hating on us, and trying to suppress, our movement, and we can't be relying on them to give us a job or to give us a promotion or to help our lot in life. We can't do that. We gotta start building, creating jobs before our kids enter the job market. That way, they don't have to go begging somebody else for a job. Mom and dad already took care of that. We got that covered. So if you want to come and work in family business, you can. But if you want to go do your own thing, you got that option. So we got to start. But the first option number one should always be the family business.
Gangsta Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes. If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangsta Chronicles, this is not your average show.